Hello everyone, welcome back to Bell Reads. Today we are going to read another fairy tale, which is a very famous one, Pinocchio. This is about a small boy. When he lies, because of a fairy, his nose gets longer. That's the main theme of the story. Shall we read the story? As usual, before moving on to the story, if there is anyone watching Bell Reads without subscribing, please click on the subscribe button, select the bell icon and select the all option so that you will get the updates daily. Let's move on to the story. Pinocchio. A long time ago, there was an old wood carver called Geppetto. All he wished for day and night was a child of his own. One day, he was carving a wooden puppet, when suddenly the puppet screamed, "Ouch!" Oh, some nail hurt the puppet and puppet came into life. Geppetto was startled. Oh, that's amazing. You are talking. Wow, my wooden puppet came to life. I've always wanted a kid in my life. So, shall I call you Pinocchio, my son? He was very much amazed and thrilled to have a kid in his life. So, he was super happy. And he started calling him Pinocchio. Geppetto, as usual, like all other parents, wanted his child Pinocchio also to go to school. So, even though he was very much poor, he sold his cot to buy school books and bag for Pinocchio. But Pinocchio was not at all interested to go to school. So he said, No, daddy, I don't want to go to school, said Pinocchio. But Geppetto said very sternly that you must go to school. Education is very important in everyone's life. If you want to behave like all other humans, you should go to school. You are my child and I want my child to go to school and get educated like other kids. So, without it, you cannot become a wise and a rich man in your life. That's what Geppetto said to his son. And sent his son to school with all new things. But what happened? Pinocchio, who was not at all interested to go to school, just went roaming around. He just went to the front of the school and then thought of not going to school. He thought, even though I didn't go to school and just go back home by evening after roaming around, my dad will never get to know. So, let's do like that, he decided. And on the way to school, what he did, he saw a circus camp. So, after he made this decision, he sold all his school books and bought tickets for that puppet show. So, in the circus, the puppet show he felt was amazing. So, he just sold his books, bags and everything without thinking anything about his daddy and just sold and bought the tickets and went to the puppet show. The people was cheering for all the puppets dancing in the show. And at that time, Pinocchio felt it very amazing. So, he just leaped up on the stage and started dancing with other puppets. The circus owner rewarded him because he was just as amazing as other puppets and performed really well in the show. And all the people liked him because he was dancing. He looked just like the puppets but danced like a human without any strings. So, a puppet dancing without any strings was literally a very good thing for the strangers because those who are watching don't know about Pinocchio. So, he felt really interesting to dance in the show and he got reward of 5 gold coins from the puppet show owner. Pinocchio, after completing the show, was like a hero because everyone looked at him and said, "Hey, look at that puppet who performed in this. He was really amazing." And then Pinocchio also felt happy because he got the reward of coins from the honor. So he thought when he gave the coins to his daddy, he will be happy. And also he can use the coins to watch any other shows later on. So he was merrily walking around through the woods after completing the show. When he was walking through the woods back to home, he met a cunning cat and a sly fox. Oh, look at the cat and the fox. The cat and the fox just blocked Pinocchio and asked, "Why don't you? You have coins, it seems. Why don't you bury your coins under this magic tree? This is a very old magic tree having great powers," said the fox. "If you bury the coins here, you will get multiple number of coins tomorrow morning. That is, if you have 5 coins, you will get 10 coins by tomorrow morning. So do it." And the cat was holding metal so as to help him dig and put the coins inside. At first, Pinocchio said, "No, I don't want to do that," and started to walk away. But the fox and the cat grabbed him. "Hey, boy, where are you going?" They just grabbed as he was not ready to put the coins inside the point where he shot. They just grabbed him and then tied Pinocchio to a tree and stole all the gold coins from him. Uh-oh. Pinocchio was very sad and he don't know what to do. He was tied to the tree and he don't know how to escape from there. Suddenly, a pretty blue fairy appeared before him. "How did you get here, my little boy?" He said. "I was tricked." And then suddenly his nose started growing, grew. It's getting longer. He kept telling more and more lies on top of that. And his nose got longer and longer. Then the fairy started laughing. "Hey boy, you are telling lies. That's why your nose is getting longer." Okay, I'll tell the correct thing. I'll be true now. I skipped school and went to the circus without even informing my daddy. He finally confessed. Even though the fairy was laughing at him, his nose went back to the normal size. Okay, then the fairy warned this Pinocchio that you must not lie, never ever lie in your life, my boy. He said okay. And then by the next day, Pinocchio again didn't want to go to school. He didn't inform his daddy and again went to the fun land of circus. At there, while he was eating a candy, an evil wizard cast a spell on the fun land. Oh, that was all of a sudden, and everyone there started turning into other creatures like donkeys, elephant, giraffe and all. And everyone started running. Pinocchio ran away as fast as he could. He ran as fast as he could. But what happened? Pinocchio found out that Geppetto had sailed into the ocean to find him. As Pinocchio didn't reach home, Geppetto thought that he was lost somewhere and he thought he's in the ocean. So he started sailing into the ocean to find him. Filled with the despair, Pinocchio just dived into the ocean. Suddenly, a big whale gobbled up Pinocchio. It was very dark inside the whale, but Pinocchio heard a very familiar voice calling him. It was Geppetto. The whale had swallowed him up too. When Geppetto went in search of Pinocchio, that whale was there and he swallowed him at first. Again, when Pinocchio came, the same whale swallowed him also. Now, inside the whale, they met each other. Geppetto was so happy to meet his son. Together, they built a fire in the whale's tummy that made it sneeze. Achoo! Out came Pinocchio and Geppetto from whale's tummy. After that, when they reached back home, Pinocchio said, I promise, Daddy, I will be a good son from now on. The father and son hugged each other and they laughed and they went back home. The blue fairy was so pleased with Pinocchio that she turned him into a real boy. Without any longer nose, he became a real boy, just like other humans. And from then onwards, he always listened to his daddy and went to school also. That's all for the story. I hope everyone enjoyed the story. So see you again next time with another beautiful stories. Bye bye. Have a nice time.